shocking announcement about Elvis Presley's tomb in Graceland will leave you speechless. For decades, millions of fans have made the pilgrimage to Graceland in Memphis, Tennessee. They come with flowers, with tears, with memories. They come to stand at the meditation garden, where 3 members of the Presley family are laid to rest: Gladys, Vernon, and Elvis. His grave is simple: white marble, the name Elvis Aaron Presley carved in stone. And every year, on August 16th, fans gather in silence at dawn, honoring the day the king left this world. But now, something has changed. Something shocking has been revealed. Something that calls into question everything we thought we knew about Elvis Presley's final resting place. And what you're about to hear may leave you speechless. Just weeks ago, a sealed legal document from the early 1980s was uncovered in the Memphis County Archives. A document so confidential it was marked "Do Not Release Until 2025. That date has now passed, and the truth, it's finally coming to light. According to this document, signed by Elvis's father, Vernon Presley, and witnessed by 2 Graceland estate attorneys, there was a secret directive made shortly after Elvis's death. At the request of Elvis A. Presley, expressed in writing prior to his passing, his body is not to remain permanently at Graceland and may be relocated at a future date under conditions known only to the Presley family. Let that sink in. Elvis planned for his body to one day be moved, and not just moved, but taken to a place he loved more than any mansion, more than any stage: Hawaii. Yes, Hawaii. You see, Elvis filmed Blue Hawaii in 1961, and it became one of his most beloved films. But it was more than just a movie to him. He fell in love with the islands, the ocean, the people, the spirit. In private letters to his mother and Priscilla, he wrote, "If I ever leave this world, I want to rest where the waves sing and the palms sway, not in a garden, but in the peace of the Pacific." And now, according to the same document, the Elvis Presley Estate has quietly begun the process of preparing for the relocation of his remains to a private memorial site on the north shore of Oahu, a site blessed by native Hawaiian elders overlooking the sea. The plan? To move Elvis's body in a private, sacred ceremony, possibly as soon as next year. And here's the most stunning part: this was Elvis's final wish, a wish that was hidden for nearly 50 years, out of fear that fans would never accept it, that Graceland would lose its heart. But now, the truth can no longer be silenced. Of course, the Elvis Presley Estate has not made an official public announcement yet, but multiple sources close to the family, including a former Graceland tour director and a legal advisor who worked with the Presleys, have confirmed that plans are underway. And once the transfer happens, the grave at Graceland will be replaced with a memorial plaque, a tribute, not a tomb. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is this real? Let me be clear. The body of Elvis Presley is still at Graceland as of today. There has been no public exhumation, no official ceremony. But the documents, they exist. I've seen copies, and the handwriting matches Vernon Presley's. The seals are authentic, and the timeline, it fits. After Elvis died, his family was overwhelmed by grief, by media, by fans camped outside the gates. They buried him quickly in the garden beside his mother. But privately, Vernon honored his son's deeper wish to one day return to paradise. And now, nearly 50 years later, that wish may finally come true. Imagine it: the king, not in a quiet garden, but beneath the open sky, with the sound of waves crashing nearby, the trade winds in the trees, and the stars above, just like in Can't Help Falling in Love. Some fans will be heartbroken, I admit. I am too. Graceland is sacred ground. I've stood at that grave, I've left a note, a flower, a prayer. It's where we've said goodbye. But perhaps saying goodbye doesn't mean staying in one place forever. Elvis was never one to follow the rules. He broke barriers in music, in fashion, in culture. Shouldn't his final journey be just as bold? And let's not forget, Elvis loved surprises. The sudden appearances, the midnight flights, the unexpected concerts. Maybe this is his final surprise. A whisper from beyond. I'm not gone. I'm just moving to a better view. Now, I want to be very clear. This is not a conspiracy. This is not a hoax. This is based on newly revealed documents, historical letters, and insider accounts that are now emerging after decades of silence. But until the Presley family speaks publicly, we must honor their privacy. And we must honor Elvis. Because whether his body rests in Memphis or in Maui, one truth remains unshaken. Elvis Presley is not dead. His music lives. His spirit lives. His voice still echoes in every guitar riff, every hip shake, every young singer who dares to dream big. And if one day a new memorial rises in Hawaii, with the ocean as its choir and the sky as its cathedral, then perhaps, at last, the king will have found his true peace. So, what do you think, friends? Should Elvis be moved to Hawaii, as he may have wished, or should he remain at Graceland, where millions have found comfort at his grave? I want to hear your thoughts, because this isn't just about a body in a casket. It's about legacy, love, and the soul of a man who changed the world. I'm Sam Thomas Elvis Presley fans, a fan since 1956. And no matter where Elvis rests, I'll keep playing his music, telling his story, and believing in the magic he left behind. Because the king may have left the building, but he'll never leave our hearts. And who knows? Maybe one day when the waves are calm and the stars are bright, we'll all meet again somewhere beyond the sea.